don't know what it's like to be a woman of color, but I do know that if I were a woman of color, my number one thing, like no-brainer, would be that I would have no white women friends. Because one, the odds of that white woman being like a good person are low. The odds are against you. Because she's probably going to be a white supremacist. She's probably going to be at least racist, minimally. And at the very, very least, she's going to most likely tie herself to white men above all else, like above other women. Two, the amount of weaponization of emotion that I see just from white women on this app is crazy. The amount of times that I have seen, like, you made me feel sad and therefore that's bad. Oh, that made me feel weird and therefore the law is that is bad. Like, it is so weird how they have decided that their emotion is law. And also just their desire, our desire to speak opinion on shit that you know nothing about. Nothing about. Like, why is your opinion about Beyonce's Grammy so big? Like, because it didn't affect you, and therefore it doesn't affect anyone because your feelings are law? And, like, the halftime performance, I've seen, it's so annoying. Like, what the fuck are you talking? I wouldn't have a single white friend.
First off, I just want to say chef kisses on the video, Haley. And thank you for bringing up this topic because you reminded me how many racist situations and fucked up situations I've been in the past because I've surrounded myself with the wrong white women. I want to start with my earliest experience of everything that Haley's talking about in this video. I was a part of a TikTok creator house. We were in Sherman, Texas. I was the only black girl. Things were great. They loved me. And then one of my housemates kept saying the N-word. When I tell you that when I addressed that the N-word was being said, everybody's emotions towards me changed. Like, I was the ultimate problem of everything with this house going wrong because I was being subjected to hearing the N-word said. When I tell you there was videos of people sobbing, crying, coming forward to say that I was lying about the N-word being said, and then not even a moment after all of these people stopped being friends, they start saying that it was true. And stopped there. I'm going to give you guys another example. So I went to the National Finals Rodeo, and there was this girl there. I don't know her from Adam and Eve. I probably wouldn't recognize her if I seen her in person today. Ran into Dr. Weber from Grey's Anatomy. And she came up to me at the same time that I seen him. So she makes a video saying that she met the worst influencer ever. I'm not thinking she's talking about me. I didn't even see the video. You know what? I want to make a point, though. So many of my counterparts, my white counterparts in that industry, seen that video. Even girls I thought I was friends with until after all this situation happened. They didn't even tell me that the video might have been about me. They just started acting weird towards me. But I did look for her after I took this picture. Bruh. It went from me being the worst influencer ever to me and her were at the same party and I bumped into her and she almost fell. And I didn't take it serious. I thought it was a whole joke, like for real. As a black woman in that moment, I learned that when they can't fuck up what you have going on, they come for your character. Anyways, when I tell y'all, I had never seen more people that I thought was my friends in her comments, white women, that I didn't even know that I had issues with me, that smile in pictures next to me. So, boom, all that happened. I'm the worst influencer ever because I bumped into somebody. Like, people don't bump into people at Walmart all the time. I wanted to annihilate my character in any way that she could, and the only way that she could do that was making me the aggressor, making me seem like I was physical with her. When I tell y'all a white woman's tears are real, I did so much work for this brand, and boom, the moment something negative was said about me, boom, they unfollowed me. I was like, damn, don't just unfollow me. Take all my pictures down too. All the free work that I did for you, you know? And I say all of that because it's not about what I lost, but it's the double standard. I was cool with this girl for so long. Pictures smiling. She calls me crying when things happen in her life. I call her crying. The moment that white girl spoke negatively on me, boom, never heard from her again. But you know what was crazy? I remember whenever people were going through her old tweets and she used to always say the N-word, and she contacted me to apologize about saying, ooh, you know, like those are old tweets back in the day. Like but the moment you as a person of color does something that does not align with their white ideology of you, whew, the double standards be double standarding. I'm going to give you all another example. I was friends with this girl. She made a video talking about how if you go to Africa and you're white, that the black people are going to rob you. Like, damn, did she forget that she has black friends when she made that video? I messaged her on Instagram, hey, this makes me uncomfortable. Like, you know, I'm your black friend. Whoa. When I tell y'all, she waited months until somebody else was talking about. When I tell y'all, when the girl said that I bumped into her and she fell, then she makes a video talking about, oh, I've just never supported her. I never liked her. Where did all this come from? When I tell you they will group together to try to bring you down, boom, I want to use her as an example too. She commented in the comments talking about she just kept walking in front of me. Am I threatening or is my skin color threatening? I'm so confused because so many people walk in front of people all the time. But like, as a black woman, you cannot have your opinion about things and not like people and then be comfortable about it boys are making shit up about you. So it's like, girl, the only reason I don't like you is because you made a post whenever George Floyd was killed and said that there was more support for George Floyd than there was for the military men and women that lost their lives in battle. And I addressed it. It made me uncomfortable because that man was murdered. And then these are people that know that they are taking the chance to lose their lives. So you don't like me, so now you want to bandwagon on and say I was walking in front of you? Like, just been I don't like you. It's just, you're not somebody I want to be around. That was it. I say all of that to say, the moment they can weaponize your skin color against you and make you look like what they act like black people act like, just be careful. And I do want to say Haley's video was way deeper than the points that I mentioned in this video. I just wanted to give you guys some context of how this shit actually works and how deep it is. And that sometimes the racism be smiling right in your face and calling you sis and calling you bestie.
I actually don't know why they befriend white people in the first place. Because often than not, I feel like they are used as trophies. Oh, wow, look at me. I have a black friend. Look at me. I am not racist. I am not a bad person. My cat. Kitty? Come. Come. Since you like my attention. Come, boo-boo. Come, my followers don't mind. My subscribers are so kind. Yes. Yes, Gil. But anyways, guys. So, these people really don't care. They don't care about us. They don't care about anything else but themselves. It's not unfortunate or fortunate or whatever it is. If one thing happens, like they never think of themselves as individual but as a group. And it's like how men think of women. They never think of us or themselves as individuals but as a group. They self-identify as the part of that people. And I feel like it, until people really like realize and get to the depth of the issues, they will never really come to solve them, because you self-identify with being black as a group. If we do that, not as an individual, I don't know if that makes sense, but if you do that, it kind of like makes sense. To understand, it kind of like makes sense in a way, because you can do that and carry on, basically. Interesting. Men are so interesting. Wow, what a wow. I can't believe this. Anyway, I was never shocked about anything. I'm just shocked that she has a white friend. Really, really, really shocked that she has a white friend. She has the time, hey? I don't. I keep white friends for business.